Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is your coach, Tanya Griss, and today we have a topic of what other people are going to say, what they think. So this morning I started my day like always. I got up, I fed the puppies, I took Q out because Alex had already taken them out earlier. And then I sat down in my comfy red chair and read a few chapters of my book. It's called Living Without Self-Doubt. And then I made myself my liquid gold, and I started drinking this and reading some more. So I started reading before my body was ready to eat. So I was drinking my first big glass of water. And then I made my, super mom powered juice and continued reading because it was a really good topic today. And so I wanted to share that topic with you guys. I've got to find a way to change the calendar notifications to where they go away when they pop up. So if anybody knows how to do that, please tell me because it drives me bananas. So this is something that I have struggled with. So if any of you guys that are on here live with me, which I see you hopping on, so good morning, happy Monday. Have you ever struggled with the feeling of that there was something you wanted to change in your life, something new that you wanted to do for yourself, and you were afraid to make that change because your first thought was, what is everybody going to think? Are they going to make fun of me? Are they going to laugh at me? Are they going to talk crap about me? And we're always so worried about everyone else. Trust me. I've been there. And totally off topic, but I look like a freaking peacock today with this updo. Just kind of threw it up and I look like a peacock trying to show off my feathers. So if that's you, like how I used to be like that. And sometimes I still think like that. Sometimes I still wonder, what are people going to think? But the majority of the time, I really don't care because I finally have learned through a lot of personal development. It has taught me a lot about self-love. And with that self-love comes the fact that I know I need to live my life for me and live my life by my standards of what I want. Because not everyone, hey James, not everyone has the same standards. And what was really cool in the book today is it talked about how the people that are the ones that we know wish us well. The ones that want the best for us or whatever it is, the ones that are well-wishers, I think she called it in the book. And it's not always our family. It's the ones that have the same value in life as us. The ones that are on the same track, on the same mindset. Those are the well-wishers, the well-doers, the ones that are going to keep leading us in the same path. Because no matter what, everyone's values in life are different. And they're going to give you advice based on their values in life, not based on yours. And I just realized I forgot to put my bracelets on this morning. So I need to go do that right after this live. So they're gonna give us advice based on what is best for them on their values in life and where they're going in life. So it really hit home with that as well. Like I really had to think about, okay, who are my well-wishers? Like, who is giving me value based on the same values that I live by? Which, those values have changed. I mean, I still want the same things out of life, and I'm living in that way to get those things out of life. However, I no longer worry about what anybody thinks. Even my family, like I'm not worried about what they think because you know what? All that I worry about is that I feel fulfilled on a daily in my life. I feel like I am doing what I want to do, what's going to fill my cup like we spoke about the other day and things like that. So those are the things that I worry about. Good morning, guys. Those are the things that I worry about and focus on. And I focus on my values. But I know that there are so many of us that still worry about what other people think. I know my daughter goes through this a lot of, there's things that she wants to do. And she's like, yeah, but I don't know what so-and-so's going to think. Or they're going to talk about me. Or they're going to make fun of me. Or they're going to this. Or they're going to that. So what? Because half the time when they're talking about you and half the time if they're saying something, they might not be talking negative. They might be talking and boosting you up like, wow, she is so strong. It's amazing to me that she's making those changes. You know, they're probably saying things like that just because they might be talking about you. Might not be negative. It might be the fact that they think you're amazing. They think you're inspiring. What you're doing might inspire them to live by their values. So don't always see it as a negative. But there was a part in my book that I want to read to you guys. I actually posted it on my personal page, so go check it out. It was about 40 minutes ago or so that I posted a little bit about what I'm talking to you guys about. And then I took this little saying out of the book, which really hit home to me. And I've had a couple people already comment on it that it really hit home to them as well. And it's so true. It is to keep one thing in mind. One thing. You do not need to ask permission from anyone to live your life. You do not need to ask permission to live your life. So stop worrying about what people around you, what they might think. Just stop worrying about them in general. And be your own cheerleader of whatever you do. You don't need other people to be your cheerleader. You don't need other people to tell you you're doing a great job, because you know what? Your heart's going to tell you that when it's fulfilled and overflowed with happiness and joy, because you are doing the things and the steps to live by your life values. Everyone's life values are different. Your life values might not be the same as your spouse. You might have some of the same goals, but your life values might not be the same. You might not believe in doing the same actions or doing things the same. I know I don't believe in a lot of the stuff. I shouldn't say a lot, but some of the things that Alex does. And I'm sure he doesn't believe in some of the things that I do. But we have the same values. We have the same goals. He just goes about things differently than I do. So there's some times where if I get advice from him, he's giving me advice from his perspective on how he would react, not on my perspective of what he knows about me as a person. And that's nothing negative against him. That's how human beings are. So if somebody asks me advice, I'm most likely going to give the advice based on my values and what I would do or what I have done that has worked for me. And vice versa. If I ask you for advice, you would do the same for me. We always give advice based on our values. That's why it is so important to surround yourself with like-minded individuals that have the same life values. So when you're getting advice, the advice is true to your values. So you will feel fulfilled when you complete that. So I have a call to action to you, and it is actually what I had to do in my book. She said to think about, something that you want to change in life. Or if you're already thinking about something and your first thought was that you wouldn't have the support of a certain group of people, or some people wouldn't be supportive of it. They might laugh at you, or whatever your thoughts may be. In the book, it said to think of those people and visualize those people. Write those names down. Usually it's like 5 to 10 people. And you write those names down. And then what you do is you write down the life value of each of those people. And then you will see that those people don't have the same life value as you. So they really shouldn't matter in any decisions that you're making or any thoughts that you're making for your life, because they are not like-minded individuals. Do you have to kick them to the curb and take them out of your life? No. But you really shouldn't go to them for life advice or talk to them about anything that would have that controversy, because their values are different. So you guys are always going to argue about that. So what it was saying is if those topics come up with that group of people, just subtly change the subject. And that doesn't mean start talking about the weather and something totally random so they know you're changing the subject, but just subtly tweak and change the subject so you start talking about something else, and then that way you don't have that conflict and you don't start fighting within your own mind of thinking that you're wrong in what you want to do, because their values are different, so they shouldn't be the ones that you're talking to about things in your life. So that is my call to action for you today. It really helped me a lot, realize the people that, and it solidified for me the people that I felt weren't my like-minded people. So when I really wrote this down and went through the process, it really reminded me of the people that I should not be talking about life changes with. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Brenda. It reminded me that those are the people that I should just have my small talk with, just my chit-chat sessions. Nothing particularly crazy or anything about changes in my life, because their values are totally different, so their views don't matter to me. That might sound mean, but their views just don't matter. Because of the simple fact that they're not like-minded. And like-minded are the people that I need to be surrounded with in order to move my life in the direction that I want it to go. So I hope you guys take time to do that. Hi, Laura. Good morning. I hope that you guys take time to do that call to action. If you are just hopping on with me, I'm about to get off. I'm at the tail end of this, but watch the replay and make sure you hashtag replay in the comments if you do watch the replay. And that way you can listen to what the topic was about today, and you can do the call to action and let me know how that helped you. But I hope you have a marvelous Monday. I'm going to go finish my Supermom shake here. This is what gives me my superpowers to do as much as I do throughout the day. You know, full-time mom, part-time girl boss, gotta have my superpowers. So I hope you guys have a great Monday. I'm going to get a little bit done and check in with all of my accountability groups before I get my son off to school. And then it's girl boss time before it's full-time mommy time. So have a great Monday, guys. Bye.